Strategy. There is something that is stronger than energy. It is strategy. A man that has strategy is stronger than a man that has energy. A strategic man is better than an energetic person, because by strategy you can pull down anything.
Yes, Lord.
David did not have the energy, but he has strategy. And what he used to pull down Goliath was not energy, it was strategy. Strategy. So if you have strategy, there is nothing you can do. There is nothing you can do. There is nothing you can do. In Isaiah chapter 33, when you look at verse 6, Bible said, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our time. In other words, that what we use to thrive in this kingdom will be wisdom and knowledge. So a man that has knowledge is a man of strategy. So I want to talk about strategy for planning. Give me this scripture, Proverbs chapter 21, verse 5. Touch the keyboard, on pad. Touch the keyboard. In the hollow of his hand, in the hollow of his hand, I am seeing what over he died. In the hollow of his. The Bible said the thought of the diligent tends only to what? Plenteousness. But of everyone that is hasty, only to want. That means if you are in a hurry in life, you will enter into poverty. If you are in a hurry to make it, you will enter poverty. But if you are strategic, if you are systematic, if you have a good plan, to make it is very sure and safe. Give me the Message Bible. Very easy if you plan well. So it said, careful planning puts you where? Ahead in the long run. So when people are running with you, if you have contemporaries, the only way to defeat your contemporaries is you sitting down and have a good plan. Put down good plan on the ground. Sir, if I see a man that can plan 2025 while in 2024, then I will show you a man that will succeed more than others in 2025. Everyone at the same 24 hours in 2025. But the only people who will maximize the 24 hours are people who sit down now and plan their 24 hours. Because 24 hours, you can't hold it. You can't change time. But time naturally changes by itself. Am I communicating here? So I'll be talking about the strategies of planning. And I will start with number 1. The first strategy of planning is that plan with purpose in your mind. Plan with purpose in your mind. Plan with purpose in your mind. Sir, I have seen a lot of people, they know how to pray, but they don't know how to plan. And I see some people, they plan, they have plans. But the plan will always fail. You know why? Because they plan without purpose. Last week, I told us that human being in Igbo language is madu. Am I communicating? Human being in Igbo language is madu. And madu is a 2 compound word that join together to make one word. Mma and ndu. It is 2 compound words they join together to form one. Mma means beauty. Ndu means life. So when you join the 2 of them together, beauty of life. So human beings are here as beauty, to beautify the earth. And a space is given to you to beautify. If you don't know how to beautify your space, you will die like a chicken. You will be poor like a mosque rat. Because nowadays, there's no longer church rat. Church are now becoming relevant. He said, on this rock I will build my church, and the gate of hell shall not prevail. Because church is becoming wiser. Am I communicating here? So therefore, if you know how to plan, strategize yourself, you will know how to go ahead of others in life. 2025 will be good only to those who plan. 2025 will be sweet only to those who plan. My father said something, as you make your bed, so you will lie on it. If you did not make your bed now, you will not lie on it very well. But when you make it well, sir, you will enjoy your sleep. 2025 is waiting to bless people, to change people's life. But it will only happen on the account of planning. I need to plan on purpose. Now, what is purpose? Purpose is the reason behind your creation. The reason why God created you. Permit me to say, nobody is useless on earth. Nobody is useless on earth. No human being is useless. Everyone you see on earth came to do something. Everyone you see on earth came to act a particular script from God. Everyone you see on earth came to perform a specific assignment. There is something that everyone came to do. I need to sit back and ask yourself, what is that thing I came to this world to do? If you don't know the reason why you came here, you will just join the crowd and be moving up and down. There are people who will live this life as if they escort people to this world. And there are people who will live this world as a trailblazers, as winners, as champions. Those are the people who sit down and plan their life very well. Permit me to say, if you did not plan your life, you will become a slave to those who plan their own. Am I communicating here? Plan your life, but plan it by purpose. Based on your purpose, ask yourself, what did I come to this earth to do? What did I come to this earth to do? Are you aware that this is the major problem that people have? A lot of people are asking themselves, what did I even come here to do? The reason why many people are wasting is because they don't know why they came here. They don't know what they are doing on earth. They just felt that they came just like that. Okay? You get what they carry you come. God will not look among 600 million sperm. 600 million sperm and point you. And you think pointing you is just to leave you there like that. No. There is a reason why God pointed you and made you a human being. He actually brought you here for a purpose. And everyone are not going to do the same thing. Everybody has their own different purposes. So therefore, find out what is your purpose. A lot of people will be asking, even as I'm talking now, they are asking, well, Pastor, how do I know my purpose? How do I know what I came here to do on earth? Am I right? Am I speaking your mind now?
Yes,
how do I know what I came here to do on earth? A lot of people are confused. Some people who are supposed to be doctors, they are playing football. Some people who are supposed to be footballers, they are becoming doctor. Some people who are supposed to be musicians, they are becoming lawyer, and they are not doing well. And they felt that their hands are tied. They felt that somebody somewhere is holding their destiny, not knowing that they are only suffering because they did not plan on purpose. Now, how do I know my purpose? Let's start from there. How? You know your purpose, number one, either by God speaking to you directly, either by God speaking to you directly. In Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 6, he said, before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you and I ordained you a prophet to your generation. So in the case of Jeremiah, God came down and told him, this is why I created you. This is the reason why I formed you. This is what I want you to come to the earth and do for me. But it's not going to be the same way with everybody. God is not going to be moving up and down and be telling people, I have called you to do this, I have called you to do that. So God shows men in different ways. So in the first one is God speaking directly. Number two way of knowing your purpose is, can I say the number 2? Are you ready to hear it? By what you do effortlessly. By what you do effortlessly. Without effort. You just see yourself, you can do this. You can do this without effort. You don't need anything. You don't, in fact, you can just sit down and strategize how to do the next one. It's very easy. Others might find it difficult, but you will not find it difficult. Do you know that most of the time on Sunday morning, my wife looked at me this morning, and she was telling me something. Now, wow, I've never seen a man of God like you. You just wake up in the morning, you don't finish praying, you just read books randomly. You don't prepare the message, but when you come to church, you vomit words. How come? I said, this is inbuilt. It's just something I do effortlessly. Effortlessly. And when I come to the church, I check the atmosphere. Then I sit back in the office and draft it out. Effortlessly. Effortlessly. It just comes out like that. There are people that can play football effortlessly, but their parents is forcing them to become a doctor. Their parents is forcing them to become a lawyer. And sir, even if they manage to get the certificate as a lawyer, they'll be useless. You know why? That is not their purpose. That is not their real identity. The parent is forcing a wrong identity on them because of their own personal interest. I want to answer mama doctor. I want to answer mama lawyer. I want to answer mama. Am I communicating here? So because of their selfish interest, this is what I love. So they want their children to become what they love and not what that child is born to do. That you love it does not mean your children must do it. Number 3 way you need to know your purpose is by your parents. Parents, train up your child in the way they should go. When they grow, they will not depart from it. Your father and your mother should be the first person to identify the gift in you. But most of the time, fathers and mothers, they identify the gift and they talk it down. They shout it down. They rebuke the child for doing their gift. Watch this. A child who talks too much, that child can talk, and the father will be spanking the child. Mother is beating the child because she talks or because he talks, not knowing that this boy will become a comedian tomorrow. And sir, if you call a comedian here now, sir, if you don't get 2 million, you don't go to bring her here. Before now, if a child tells you I want to become a comedian, Papa will say, hey, my son is useless. But today, a lot of parents are praying, let my son become a comedian. Because of the kind of money coming out from that, am I communicating here? Because of the level of money coming out from that side. A lot of people want their children to become a comedian. Before now, if you see that your children is playing football, you will beat them up. But now, parents are now supporting their children. You know why? When that thing came upon them, when they knew that I am supposed to be a footballer, inside them, their spirit is telling them, I am meant to be a footballer. They go to the field to play football. They go to the field to react. They go to the field to try and see how they can bring out that virtue in them so that that virtue can pay them. Their parents said, no, I want you to become a lawyer so that you can fight your uncle for me. I want you to become a doctor so that you can make money for me. And the child abandoned his original destiny as a footballer and followed his father's opinion. And after every set and done, that guy will become a graduate but useless. The guy becomes a graduate useless. And they are now asking, why is this child useless? Sir, now your fault. You are the one who pushed the child into what he is not meant to do. Everyone is wired differently. There is a way you are wired. I'm not wired like that. I can't just impose on you now to go on 100 days fasting. I won't kill you. That I can do it does not mean you must do it. You are not wired that way. As a matter of fact, when I started, it's not when you started. Am I communicating? I've been doing this thing, it don't chop me, don't enter me. I can wake up one morning and decide not to eat. And you will be asking yourself, when they do pastor, you know where though? Eh? Me, nowhere. But that is what I have built myself into. That is what I have fashioned myself into. Am I communicating here? So now, some parents want their children to achieve their own selfish gain and forget the real destiny they brought to the earth. Oh, my child, I want you to become a politician. And the boy say, no, I want to be a comedian. Comedian. And they will be beating up the child. If the child go for show, they will beat that child. Are you aware? A day came, this man that died, Mr. Ibu, the son was telling that, you are useless now, you are this one. He said, I was useless and I gave it to you. I was useless, I trained you in school. I was useless, I did everything for you. Useless. So I am a proud useless father. I achieve what I want as a useless father. I achieve my aim as a useless father. Am I communicating here? A lot of people abandon their real destiny because their father wants them to do one particular thing and they follow the opinion of their father. Meanwhile, if you see a child who is supposed to be a doctor from when he was small, you will know. If you see a child who is supposed to be a comedian when he was small, you will know. As in a talk, he can be a radio broadcaster, but you are not aware. If I were you, if I were to be the father of that child, I will train up that child in the way he should go. As a talker, somebody who can talk. I know of a man, if you bring him here to speak 10 minutes, he collects 10 million. Just to talk 10 minutes. He charged 1 minute, 1 million. Just to talk for 10 minutes, he charged a minute, 1 million. If you give him 20 minutes, 20 million. If you give him 30 minutes, 30 million, just to talk, he's not doing any other thing. Just talking. And you have that kind of child, but you don't know that inside him are abilities. But you use your own mouth and talk him down. You use shouting and talk him down. And the boy or the girl become weakened in his own destiny and follow the destiny you have chosen. And he becomes useless because he's not wired to do that. Sir, I pass my neighbor generator cannot power this house. If you force it to power this house, it will knock. Am I communicating here? You don't carry what can power one small one room and use it to power this place. It will scatter immediately because it's not wired that way. It's not wired that way. Check the way you are wired. So the parents need to discover it first. Because a father is a bow. A bow is that. Yes. Now, the children are the arrows. As you put the arrow inside the bow and draw it back, the level you draw it determines how far it will go. So, parents are the one that decide the destiny of their children. Once the parent did not do their duty, they have destroyed the future of the children by 50%. Except if that child starts retraining him or herself. Because there is a time when you start retraining yourself. after when your parents have trained you, you start retraining yourself again at a particular point. Which number are we now? Number 4. Number 4, you know your purpose by what you are able to die for. What you are able to die for. You are ready to die for this thing. You have passion for this thing. Too much passion. You can die for it. So let me tell you something. If somebody succeed and collect microphone from me, he don't finish me. I can die defending microphone because that is my destiny. I will not, because somebody is selling car, I will not go and borrow money and start selling car link. No, mba. Even if the person is becoming a billionaire, I will clap for the person, celebrate the person. You see that thing, the way I want to do, way I do my eye, I can die protecting it. So that thing you can protect, you can die for, is your destiny. Don't allow nobody talk down against that thing. Don't allow nobody talk down against that thing. When this thing, cryptocurrency, when it came out first, I think that first one, Bitcoin. When Bitcoin came out first, they gave a man, I think 100 Bitcoin, gave to him, and the guy said, "What can I do?" Rubbish, sir. 1 Bitcoin now, is almost like 100,000 now. How much now? 100 million. I'm not into coin, so I don't really, I'm not very correct on that. They gave the man 100. He threw it away. He used that one buy burger. Pizza. Okay. He go use that buy pizza. Today the man, they regret them. They push him to his destiny. He neglected it, abandoned it. What can you die for? What can you die for? Sir, this Moses Bliss was supposed, he was in a choir, in a particular choir, and this choir, they used to go from church to church to go and sing. Now this their choir, God helped the choir. They got award to go abroad and go and sing. And Moses Bliss is part of them. And they said to Moses Bliss, "You are going together." Moses Bliss was very happy. He went to his pastor. He said, "Sir, I love playing keyboard in the church. I don't just know why. I just like it." And the pastor said, "Since you love doing it, then stay and play keyboard for me. Don't go to US." The guy looked at himself. He said, "I will not go." He called his friends. He said, "I'm not going." His friends said, "Moses, are you alright? Now US, United States of America. Do you know what you are saying?" The guy said, "I'm not going." "Oh, you want to remain in the church playing keyboard free of charge?" He said, "That's what I want." It was not long. These guys, they went to US and came back. Nothing to show. Few years later, Moses Bliss was on top of keyboard just as this guy was just playing, and music started dropping, and the guy started writing it down. And today is one of the best gospel artists in Nigeria. He has collected several awards. If they go US, like say they go market, they will have packaged, The devil is so smart. There is something that the devil wanted to do to Joseph in the Bible. And it means Joseph slept with Potiphar's wife. Potiphar's wife, by the reason of her capacity, he will tell the husband, "Please help this boy. Let him start up a good business. Set him up very well. Let him start eating well." Sir, this guy will start doing that small business, and in his mind, he has arrived. Not knowing that there is a prime minister waiting for him, and he will miss it. The devil is so smart. The devil rubbed that US on his face to see whether we accept it. The guy said, no. What can you die for? What can you die for? So that thing you can die for that's where your destiny is. Nathaniel Bassey, he was singing. He said, I am just singing. I don't need money out of the singing. If Nathaniel Bassey go for a show, he does not charge you. He said, give me so amount. Other gospel artists, they are charging, but this guy not agree. Right from when he was starting as a small musician, gradually God started lifting. Even till today, sir. If you go, his YouTube account is not monetized. His Facebook is not monetized. Nothing is monetized around it. But you can't call Nathaniel Bassey now, and just tell him to go. Because his worth now, just to come and sing 30 minutes, is more than 10 million. His worth now. Because when he comes, you pay him based on his worth. Am I communicating here? Based on his worth. He's the highest paid gospel artist in Nigeria currently. Highest. Before Dunsi now started copying his style, say no, they collect money again. All of them, they are now trying to follow his style so that they can enjoy what he's enjoying. What can you die for? What can you defend? Number what again? Whatever you can do free of charge without money is your destiny. Anything you can choose to do free of charge. Sir, if you see a real footballer, if they call and say come and play football without money, sir, I will go. A real footballer. No be all this chingom. Now people wey no get sense. Now if when you say come play football, you go dey charge you money. E no get sense. E no get where they go. E no get future. E no get future at all. But when you see a real one, if you see a real musician that really want to become great, come and sing. He go rush come. Because you know while he is singing, he is doing rehearsal. Yes, sir. Because that is his preparation ground. And the more he is carrying microphone, the more he is used to people. The more he is doing it, the more he is used to it. Before you know what is happening, Tom is ahead of others. These are the little things that people don't know, and they waste themselves in poverty. Waste themselves in poverty. What can you do for free if they call you? If they call you. Akororo, when he started, if they go from one church to another doing comedy. But today, you don't be called Akororo, may just come do comedy like that. you must get serious money for account to call him. I don't know his current worth now, but you will get serious account. Number what again? Number 6. How do I know my purpose? What people can easily support you for? What people can support you for? Sir, if it is truly God that put that destiny in you, people will support you for it. If you are called to be a musician, sir, people will freely carry you to the studio and sponsor it. Forget about this. I'm telling you the truth. If there are anything you are called to do, you might not even pay a dime to get to the top. I'm not joking. I'm telling you reality. I'm telling you reality. Can I shock you? You see, this hall where we are, if I tell you that my one kobo, you don't enter the rampage, you'll be surprised. One kobo. Then how come did this thing come? If it is truly God, supporters will come. If it is truly God, you will get support all around. It's a sign that this is truly your destiny. You just know. Natural. You get support. Number what again? I'm trying to rush it. Number 7. What people calls you unconsciously. What are the names people call you unconsciously? When this guy, you're a lawyer. This guy, you'll be lawyer. You'll be lawyer. They are calling you what you are that you're not aware of. They look at you and say, oh man, you'll be big man, forget that thing. You'll be big man, forget that thing. They are calling you what you are that you are not aware of. Only you know, say shishi, you don't know your pocket. But they are calling you what you are that you are not seeing. I'm talking. I'm preaching here. They are calling you a name that you are not even aware of. Big man, but only you know, say shishi, no day. This guy in the flesh, oh yes, at the flesh, but they don't know why. They don't know. Somebody look at my wife the other day and they say, "Child, Pastor, you are very rich." I said, "Thank God." Thank God. You know, when you look at my wife, you look monetized. Am I right? You look modified and monetized. Kalibarataya. Zulia. So there are names people call you. They don't look at you. You are just passing. You are not even dressing as a pastor. They say pastor. They know. You may not be seeing it, but they know. They know. The things around you are calling you that name. Engineer. And you're looking at yourself like the way the angel came to Gideon. I said, Gideon, that mighty man of valor. The guy looked back. Who are you talking to? He said, I'm talking to you, sir. Hey. You don't know that is what you are. But everything around you calls you. Sometimes I just dress very casual. I'm just moving. Somebody look at me. Man of God. I said, what did they happen? What did they happen? At the point, sometimes me and my wife, when we are driving, we just go someplace very far away from this area. Let us do some test running. Sometimes if I just wind down, that is when if I wind up. If I now wind down, Pastor, hey, I wind up again. Just to leave that side. I will not be asking myself, how this will they know me? I could remember those times I used to jump Okada. If I enter any Okada, they no go gree collect money. They will not collect money from me. They say, Pastor, how will you collect money from me? I will not be looking at this person. I didn't know, sir, I'm a pastor. I keep asking this question several times. Okada man, how did you know I'm a pastor? The people are seeing what you are not seeing about yourself that you don't know. And they are calling you by that name. They are calling you by that name. Those are the signs that this is my purpose in life. This is what I am called to do. So when you are planning, plan based on those things you are called to do. Plan based on that thing. There are some people, they are called to be a footballer, but they don't know the major wing they are meant to play. Because if you are meant to play a striker and you are playing defense, you will miss the track. Or you go and become goalkeeper. You will miss the track. And you will not function in that very place. Even though you are in the system, but you are not in the right place. I'm talking. Yes, sir. Because you are not in the right place, you will just be there wasting time. Until when somebody tell you are a striker. You are a striker. And then say, go and play 7, you go enjoy. Go and play 9. Am I right? Yes, go and play 9, you go enjoy. Go and play 11, you go enjoy. And at that point, by the time they don't put you in 9, those are God don't start. 2 minutes later, he why? They say, hey, you will not be looking at yourself. What is happening? Do you think their trouble just started today? It was useless before. It was useless before. Even say Ronaldo was useless before. This guy, Ronaldo of is it Brazil? Not Portugal. The other one way fat. Is it Brazil? It was a defense before. Until they now pull him. And after the ground, they say this guy wicked. Rooney was a defense before. Until they tested him in the midfield, they saw the guy shooting when this guy dey shoot. So you carry this guy hot ball in your leg. If this guy stay at the post 18 over there and shoot, my God, even keeper when they the other side go feel am. Because the thing go shake both you and the net. That is his destiny. That is his destiny. Plan according to your purpose, then you will get what you are looking for. If you are called to be a pastor, don't be planning as an engineer. You will fail. You will fail. And it will look as if God left you. Unknowingly to you that God is there. You are called to be a pastor and you are carrying keke. Now you say, no be keke, I don't agree. I want to drive keke all my life. Somebody say, yeah, young man, you are a pastor. He say, no, na keke, under us. That be keke, my life is okay. Keke, and God is saying, pastor. He say, no, keke. God is saying, you are a pastor. He say, pastor, no, keke, yes. And God is saying, my son, no. He say, me, no. Now waiting I want. And God say, okay, no one drive keke. And you now be driving keke and be wasting your time. Until you realize yourself, God will not talk anything. God will not even say pin. He will be looking at you until you realize yourself. You can waste your destiny for the next 10 years and God will be waiting for you. Any day you decide that, let me go back like a prodigal son. Let me now go back to my father. And I say, okay, no problem, come. That is God for you. He's always there to accept you. Plan according to your purpose. Number two, strategy for planning. Number 2, plan your body. Plan your body. Plan your body. Hear me, ladies and gentlemen. Your body is the visa to the earth. Human being are spirits, but the visa they have to operate on earth is the body they have. We are naturally made as a spirit, but the visa given to us is this body, this flesh you have. Once this flesh scatters, the spirit jumps out. The spirit will be deported into the government that brought it. So keep this body. Take care of this body. Okay, if you are sick, go to the pharmacist. If you are sick, go and meet doctor. I am sick. When God, please don't be offended. Let me say this. When I was in deeper life, they will always teach us, if you are sick, don't go to the hospital. So with that, I grew up with that. So anytime people ask, although I thank God for my life all through my childhood till now, I used to ask my wife, if headache dey worry you, how dey do? Let me understand. There was a day I entered into fasting. God, give me a headache, let me know how you feel. All my life till now, I don't know what is headache. All my life, I don't know. When I was complaining to one doctor, he said, "Now because of my blood, O positive." I said, there are a lot of people that are O positive and are seriously sick. It's not like O positive. I don't know what is headache till now. The highest sickness I know I have sick all my life is tiredness. Tiredness and kada. If you tell me to teach you how kada the worry person, I will sit you down. I will tell you where. I will explain in detail. I the worry person. See kada and weakness, tiredness. That is the two things. The rest I don't know. Take care of your body. sick, look for a pharmacist. Ask him, look at wetin dey worry me. I say, because not all sickness is projected. There are sickness that are medical. There are problems that are medical. Guess what? The doctors that God gave to us, they are functioning not by their own power, sir. A doctor will sit down and they will manufacture drugs. Sir, you go collect drugs now, throw for mouth. Now leg dey pay you, but na mouth na you swallow. Will you tell the drugs, oh yeah, go to leg, leg. You go tell am, he go find him own way, enter there. If head dey worry you, leg dey worry you the same time, and you carry head this thing and leg this thing together the same time and swallow it, the one for leg will look for leg, the one for head will look for head. I dey fine and go. God will pick all those chemicals and say, this one you belong to this side, this one you belong to this side, and God will direct it to that place and touch it. So a doctor will always tell you, we will try our best, it is God that gives, and that is the right word, sir. So they can only do what they can, but they can't heal you. The only person that can heal you is God, because He has arranged everything that can heal you inside what they have already bring together. Then once you take that thing, God uses His hand and direct it. If na nose dey worry you, He go direct the thing, put am for nose. If na eye, He go direct am, put am for eye. It is not the doctor that will be doing it, it is God. Even injection, this thing na fluid, water, they put am for your body fluid. There are a lot of water in you, a lot of blood in you. It did not mix together. It will pass through a channel and go and look for that place where they worry you, and it will mix with that water so that you can get healing. Who dey do am? God. Take care of your body. Take care of your body. Take care of your body. It's very, very important. If this body dies, let me tell you, spirit does not die. Let me wake you up a little. Spirit, any human being that you hear that he died, now the body died, the spirit is alive, and the spirit is moving around, but you can't see it. So the spirit is moving around, you can't see it. I think that should be, is it Hebrews chapter 13? No, Hebrews chapter 12. Get about chapter 12. Give me verse 1, let me look at it. It says, see, we are encompassed with a great cloud of witnesses. Yes, wherefore see, we are also encompassed with so great cloud of witnesses. This cloud of witnesses are talking about people that have died, that are up there looking at you, but they can't access you. They can't touch you. The Bible calls them cloud of witnesses. So if you are doing anything now, there are people, see, look at this. See why, please pay me attention now. I want to talk something very deep. Pay me attention. You see that thing people call juju? Let me show you how it works. Look at me now. Look at me. Pay me attention. That thing people call juju, what they call sham. Let me show you how it works. See this handkerchief. If I carry this handkerchief now, drop it on the ground, and I go and buy oats, this guy. I come today, pour am there. I go. Come tomorrow, pour am there. Go. Next tomorrow, come, pour. Go. Before 7 days, a spirit that is watching me when I'm doing it will come and enter this thing. Before you know what is happening, this thing becomes supernatural. And I will stay and command this thing to go and kill somebody, it will fly. It is not this thing that is moving, but the spirit that is angry watching me when I was doing it. Are you getting me now? So there are both evil spirits and good spirits over there watching. So that is why if you say I want to go and learn mechanic, you have never known how to repair a car before, but you went as you are learning it. A spirit that is seeing you going there every day will jump and enter you, and naturally the awareness of knowing how to repair cars comes upon you. It is not because you learn it. The awareness came by a spirit watching you when you are constantly doing it. That is the same spirit that came upon Judas, because he saw that Judas will always hide money. Judas will always steal money because he's the one holding the money back. So that spirit was watching Judas until when that time came. Jesus said, one of you will betray me. Because Jesus saw it from the realms of the spirit that this guy is right. It's right. And a spirit that has been watching him has observed him enough. And it came upon him. He did not know why. The thing just came upon him, and he left his master and the other, ran to the chief priest and said, give me money. Give me money. The same spirit that is watching him. That is why anything you are doing, you have to pay attention to it, because there are spirits responsible to either help that thing or destroy it. Am I communicating here? Take care of your body. Take care of your body. If you leave your body anyhow, a spirit will go and enter. Have you not seen? Hear me. When you see, have you ever seen a pregnant woman and she carry pin and put? Have you ever seen it before? Do you know why? They are trying to prevent a spirit from jumping and enter. Because if that stomach is too exposed, something enters. I pity those guys. Let me tell you, those guys who will always fly their shirt and be doing big boy. In their own mind, they are doing big boy, but they don't know that they are waiting for a spirit to come and possess. And at a long run, a spirit will come and dominate that body that they are exposing and take over them, and suddenly they start smoking, start drinking, start womanizing, start doing all manner of things that is questionable, that you can't see in their father, you can't see in their mother. A spirit descended and introduced those characters because they open their body. All these girls, when they wear anything anyhow, exposing their body, don't worry, a lot of things has entered, you don't know. No wonder. A man, listen, young men, listen and pay attention. There are girls, by the time you come on them and defy them, the spirit in them jump and enter you and begin to afflict you, destroy your finances, destroy everything around you, and suddenly you are looking at yourself. Why is it that my life is going backward? The truth is, you slept with somebody who have the wrong spirit. Where did they get it from? Witnesses. Cloud of witnesses. They jumped, enter, and possess the body. Are you aware? Even Jesus said that if a spirit is commanded to leave a body, the spirit will leave and be hanging around. But eyes cannot see it. But it's hanging around. And if you see an empty space in anybody, can enter. It's hanging around. Is looking for body that is open. So when Jesus casted out demon from that man of Gadara, Bible said there were swine. What do they call swine for Yoruba? Elede. There are elede. Now put this elede sabi. Okay, no get S. So there are elede somewhere. So those elede, because of their empty body, their body was already empty. So the demon was not saying, okay, there is an empty body here. Tell us to enter. I say, okay, enter. So just imagine there is a young man that opened his cloth and is doing big boy. The thing we just see a man, let's enter, let's leave swine. They will enter the boy, sharp. I see battalions of demons suppressing one person. Take care of your body. Take care of your body. Strategic plans. Number 3, so that we close. That's the last one I'll talk about. Plan against change. Change. Plan against change. Plan against change. Change is one thing that is constant in nature. God is a God that cannot change, yet He changes things. You need to understand that men change, women change, children change. Understand that you were once a small boy. Understand that there was a time you came out from the anus. Understand there was a time you were small like this, very small. And the only thing you could do, wah, wah. It was not like now that you can fight for yourself. Because there is something called change. 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 I want to talk to the church a little. Pay me attention now. Can you face change? Did you know what change is? Can you stand change? That means the only way to stand change is to plan against change. Because change can make two brothers that love each other to separate. Change can make husband and wife to scatter. Change. I have seen young men who are abroad. They took a girl from Nigeria and took the girl abroad, and the girl changed. Can you undo change? The hardest thing to undo on earth is change. The person you love so much can suddenly change and become your worst enemy. The person you hate so much can suddenly change and become your best helper. Change. Can you handle it? Abraham was living his house, his father's house. He left with Lot, his brother. In Genesis chapter 13, put it on screen. Genesis chapter 13, look at verse 4. This guy became so rich. Abraham became very rich. Unto the place of the altar which he had made there at the first. And there Abraham called on the name of the Lord. Next verse, look at this, it's very interesting. And Lot also, which went with Abraham, look at riches, he had flocks and herds and tents. Look at all of them is carrying SS, that means they are plenty. Next verse. And the land was not able to bear them. Why? That they might dwell together, for their substance was what? Great, so that they could not dwell together. The two of them became so rich. Abraham became rich. Lot became rich. Problem now enter. Okay, the only way you can know the true color of a man is when he's rich. A man is not humble until he becomes magnified. Riches amplify the real nature of a man. If a man is humble, when he has money, you know. Don't tell me you are humble now that you are poor. Wait until when you have money and let me see the fruits of humility. A man that does not have money can call you sir, 1 million times a day. Yes, sir. But let him have that money. Can he be able to call you sir? Change. Now look at the next verse. And there was a strife between the herdsmen of Abraham's cattle and the herdsmen of Lot's cattle. Back to start. Because money don't come. And the Canaanite and the Perizzite dwell then in the land. Next verse. And Abraham said unto Lot, we don't need to quarrel and fight. Let there be no strife, I pray thee, between me and thee, and between my herdsmen and thy herdsmen. For we are what? We are brethren. Abraham has the mindset of change. He knows that change can happen. Permit me to tell you this. Nobody can disappoint me. You know why? I already know that this person can change tomorrow. I plan your change before you change. I plan your change before you change. So if you think tomorrow you will disappoint me, you lie. I've already planned your disappointment. So there's something in me called forbearance. I already forbear. I already understand that one day they're going to stab me at the back. So I treat you with that consciousness. I just make sure that my hands are clean and clear with you. But tomorrow, should in case you change, let it be that I'm playing. So Abraham was rich. Lot was rich. The real identity of Lot began to come out. Next verse. It's not, this is Abraham talking. It's not the whole land before thee. Separate thyself, my brother. I pray thee from me. If thou will take the left, fine. Then I will go to the right. If thou depart to the right, no problem. Then I will go to the left. Choose. Just pick one. Let's divide this thing instead of fighting. Just take one side, let me take one side. There should be no problem. Can you handle change? Can you handle change? Can you handle it? What people you grew up to are bigger than you. Can you handle it? Can you handle it? What people that you train business, now you train their business, now they are big now. Can you handle it? Can you handle it? Can you stand it? When the person will go do boy for your house, boy, today is a multi-billionaire and his name is ringing everywhere. Can you handle that change? Can you? Won't you go to depression? Won't you go and die? Won't you go and commit suicide? Can you stand it? When the person you despise and you say this person can get any good come out of you, and suddenly God change the person's story. Can you handle that change? Can you stand it? Can you stand it? When the person you look like this and you say no, this person can never make it in life. His life is zero, and suddenly God lifts him from the dust. Can you stand that same man? Can you? Won't you go and start looking for rumors to scatter the name of that man? Won't you go and start looking for lies to paint the destiny of the man black before people? Won't you go and start spoiling him everywhere? Can you handle change? Can you handle change? Can you handle it? When your own brother look at you, your younger brother look at you and tell you are a failure. Can you handle it? Can you handle it? When your sister look at you and say, when will you get married? Get married and go for this house. Can you handle change? These are your sister you brought up together. You brought them up. Now, can you handle them getting married and leaving you in the house? And you're not married. Can you handle change? Can you handle a change when you are 5 brothers in the house, you are the first son, and all the 4 they are making it, but you are very poor? Can you handle change? You are the one who feed them. You are the one who took care of them. You are the one who clothed them. You bet them when they were small. But today, all of them, they are looking at you as rubbish human being. As a nobody. Can you handle a change when your children, you are the one who took care of them? You gave birth to them. They grew up today. It's because of your hard-earned money. You try all your best to do everything for them. And today, they have grown up. And they are not calling you a phone. Mama, how are you? Nobody's calling you. Can you handle that change? Today now, they are facing their family. Oga, can you handle the change? There are people, sir, this is the hardest thing to do. Handling change. There was a time in the Bible, some people could not handle change. That was say, and they were famine in the land. They started bringing their children, cutting their head to eat. Because there is nowhere to go and farm. Can you handle change? Can you handle famine? Can you handle it? Can you handle it? A man by name called Jacob, no, Isaac. Bible said there was a great famine in the land. Isaac wanted to run away. God said, stay. He said, you said, God said, stay. The guy stayed. Bible said, and Isaac sowed in the land. And Isaac reaped 100-fold from that same land that I want to run away from. Can you handle change? Change. That person where they give transport to make on church.
Can you handle it when suddenly buy a Rolls Royce and park at the door? That pastors will come and dedicate. And you see, can you handle change? My dear, God can bless anybody. He can pick anybody from anywhere. God is not your classmate. God is not your village headmaster. God does not consult anybody before he helps anybody. He said, I will show mercy to whom I will show mercy, and I will show compassion to whom I will show compassion. Sir, God is not a respecter of anybody. Whether you find or you don't find, no consign am. If you want to bless you, he will bless you. Am I communicating here? Rise up to your feet, let us pray. Wherever you are, lift up your hands above your head. your head upside down. Come. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Come here. I see where they turn
turn his head upside down. While I am preaching since, I am seeing his head capside. I'm seeing his head on the ground and his two legs up. And I see him begging for help. And he said, God, please help me. He said, God, please, can you just help me? He said, God, can you just lift up your hands? I prophesy every affliction you are going through that the devil is pushing you into. I prophesy that affliction is over. That affliction is over. That affliction is over. Here's the mother of this child. Likosala karata. Meniatolia paroske dele dushidaya. I see a spirit drawing this child. Stretch your hands. My God, my God. I don't know. Who did you have in Lagos? You are from Lagos State. Yes. Why am I seeing where somebody turn you upside down? I saw where they use rope and tie your neck and keep one side. Use rope and tie this one. Keep one side. Use rope and tie this one. Keep one side. And you are shouting, God help me, God help me, God help me. And in the rope I am seeing Shegun and Shegun and Shegun and Shegun all round. Did you have anybody by name called Shegun?
My name.
You are Shegun. Sir, I saw where they kept you upside down. I saw powers from your family that said nobody will make it in life. I saw power from your family that said nobody will excel. I saw power from your family that said nobody will climb up. But I prophesy, let the power fighting your destiny. If you shout amen, they die. Chapter 1 verse 9. Yes. The Bible says, what do you imagine against the Lord? He said, cause an utter end. Afflictions are not rise the second time. I prophesy. Any affliction waiting to rise against you. That affliction is over. That affliction is over. That affliction is over. That affliction is over. That affliction is over.
Yes, sir.
I have those 2 prayer points and I end the program.
Yes. No.
Can you handle change, sir? When all your brother are succeeding and you are left behind, can you handle change? Can you handle change? When all your sisters are getting married and you are left behind, can you handle change? When everybody around you is prospering and you are left behind, can you handle change? When people in the line of your shop are selling and you are playing draft, can you handle change? Can you handle change? Can you handle change? Can you handle change? When you used to sell, in a day you used to sell close to 1 million, and suddenly you can't sell up to 100,000 again. Can you handle change? When in a situation you used to sell close to 200,000, and in a day you can't sell up to 10,000 again. Can you handle the change, sir? Can you handle the change? Lift up your hands. Look at this. As I am talking now, I saw the spirit of many people here crying. I saw their spirit inside them crying. And the Lord said to me, He said, I am looking at their tears and I'm taking away the tears. He said, I am taking away the tears. He said, I am taking away the tears. Lift up your hands, somebody. Say, oh Lord, my Father. Oh Lord, my Father. Any change that will affect me.
Jesus.
See, either you like it or not, change will come.